Coach Todd again.
Well, Coach, first time that Minnow has lost in 33 conference games there. You all came out confident. Defensively you played well. What in your mind was well for you all tonight to get the win?
Well, I think anytime you play against a really good team as Middle Tennessee is, I have so much respect for them and what they do and what they built there. I think you have to play together. That's what we talked about all week. We've been trying to break this thing down and work on specific things since about Monday. And then we really got into the scouting part of it on more Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But no, I think it's all about team. It's all about five being on the floor and playing together and playing with obviously the huge heart they had in the second half.
The rebounding, I think they started 10-0. They had 22nd chance points at halftime. I remember that.
I do too.
23, you guys found a way to right that ship mid-game and be able to, execute the game plan. It had to be good to see the coaching time.
It was great to see it, especially like I said, alluded to a while ago in the second half. And to kind of piggyback off what his question was, to answer both, it was all about limiting touches, for Bova Raven and obviously Gregory. But the thing that really probably I think made the difference of what you're talking about, the rebounds, is the points that we scored off our turnovers. It just kind of offset everything. And when we got into the game and got into the plan of really working on our stance, staying down, not really running at shooters with a dribble, everything changed. And then we were in space. We were in a place where we always teach to be on the high side. And so that we were able to be able to come, down with some of those rebounds we didn't get in the first half as well.
Coach, can I talk a little bit about how Josie really stepped up and, flipped the switch, and she had the hot hand for most of that second half and really turned it on the game?
Yeah, she did. I mean, it's great to see because, nobody works harder than Josie. I mean, and for her to have, just the belief and the understanding, kind of struggling, as you talked about, but then, mind over matter, right? And I thought she did that incredibly well. And, it all adds up one quarter at a time. But obviously, the shot she hit and then the rebound she got, that sealed it.
And then, early kind of maybe goes overshadowed, but what Cierra Rose did kind of coming in there, particularly when you guys were in a little bit of foul trouble there at the end of the first half, she kind of provided some offense that you guys needed to kind of stay close. Maybe that's a performance that kind of gets overlooked the way that game ended.
No, that's a great point. And quite frankly, if she hadn't come in and gave us the huge minutes and the huge lift that she gave us, I'm not sure we would have come out on top. That's how important those minutes were and how important and valuable, she became. And they were in foul trouble, we were in foul trouble, and, as we always talk about, and that's one of the biggest things we talked about in the offseason. We had to build our depth, and that's a perfect example of where our depth has become.
I guess in that fourth quarter there, you kept the main starting five out there for the most part, except for Alexis having to come out with 4 out there. It kind of went to the decision to keep the main five out there for the full 10 minutes and not, give them some relief out there.
Well, I just felt like we were on, we had things going, and then when Lex did get the fourth foul, we had to pull her, and I think we put her back in with about 2:32 or something like that to go in the game. And, kind of like what you're talking about with Callie. McKenzie did the same thing. Probably never show up in the stats, but just to come in and have that depth at that position and play as well as she did and handle the ball and get a deflection and all those little things, it just add up. But no, there's no really rhyme or reason other than, we had a good flow going and the chemistry was good, and it was, it all came down to winning time.
Just like a couple weeks ago, we talked, there were still 16 games left in the conference season. There's still a lot of games left. But how big is a win like this for you guys to, after coming off that good road trip, to kind of come in here, come back home after losing your first 2 conference games at home? How big is this for you guys from that standpoint?
It's huge. I mean, there's no mistake about it. There's no hiding it. It's huge. I mean, when you're playing arguably the best team in the conference and you get them on your home court and, you've already, kind of stumped your toe twice at home, it's a huge thing for us, and it's a big thing. I think from a confidence standpoint, it's going to be huge moving forward, especially with having a 3-game homestand. Now we got one. Now we got to go get 2 more and continue to build from there.
Anything else? All right.
Thanks, guys.